Recording. We're live. Ish.
We're live. We're not even live.
No, we're not live. We're live on recording. We're on tape. How old
And
am I?
you're listening to Jay and the Fat Man.
Wicked professional, yo.
I'm Jay.
I'm the fat man.
So
Uh,
we're like, well, let's change the format and stop swearing and making gay jokes and doing inappropriate stuff like drinking. And are we gonna curse, Rich? What's going on with this new podcast?
I wasn't going to completely outlaw it, but
Are you gonna clear the phlegm from your throat every 10 minutes on this
I'm
podcast?
not.
I find that offensive. If you could stop doing that, that would be great.
But I figured this would be like a kinder, gentler Jay and Rich.
Like a PG-13.
Yeah.
Jay and
Yeah.
Have we sworn?
Something our children can watch.
Have either of us swore yet?
No.
All right.
So.
Wait, should we go through the effort if we accidentally swear to go back and then delete that from the pod?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Bleep.
Good.
Bleep away.
Having a podcast my effing kids could listen to
Be pretty cool, huh?
would be pretty cool.
So.
Which is why that's why I wanted to do the podcast to begin with.
Yeah, that's why we started this in the first place. So.
For prosperity.
Posterity, I think is what you're looking for.
What did I say?
Prosperity.
That's what I said.
Prosperity and posterity are two different things.
I didn't say posterity.
That's the one you're looking for, though.
No, it's
Prosperity is like getting wealthy.
No, like prosper. It comes from the word prosper.
That's getting rich.
Live long and prosper does not mean get rich.
Yeah, it does.
Get paid! Live long and get paid, son!
Okay, let's look this up.
Speaking of, I have so much Star Trek news backed up. I think it's going to have to be its own episode.
Okay.
Because, also...
Whoa. We're still looking up your grammar. Hang on.
Rich has... You know my grammar's not good. See, I almost swore there.
It is to succeed in material terms, to be financially successful.
To get paid.
And then,
all right. So is there like
definition? Is
so
all future generation of people.
Are we gonna become like a dictionary podcast also? So when the Vulcans are like live long and prosper, they're meaning like don't die, get paid, mofo.
Yep, basically.
I like that. They should say that in Star Trek.
Yeah, they basically did, but they had to do it in a smooth, logical fashion.
Dude, that's so much Star Trek news.
Yeah, I haven't watched any Star Trek, but I just don't have any interest in this. I don't know. I'm waiting for Picard.
That's the news. That's part of the news. Like we haven't even talked about that at all. That wasn't even that wasn't even a whisper in our ear when we last did Star Trek news, which is like the last episode of our show, I believe.
Yeah. I don't even remember Discovery. Yeah, it was.
I just sat through all of season 1 yesterday.
Yeah, I should go back and watch it, but I just
in retrospect, like just viewing it as a binge, start to finish, without having to wait for the next episode to come out, it actually isn't terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to do the same thing with season 2. I'm trying to get Jana to like watch it because she had like stopped watching it at the end of season 1. She wouldn't watch the season finale. I finally got her to watch it last night.
Really?
Yeah, a season 1 season finale. So now there's all of season 2 to watch.
See, and now that there's so much built up, maybe I'll give it another shot.
It's not great, dude. It's not great Star Trek.
And that's kind of my issue. I lost interest.
It's Star Trek in name only.
Yeah.
But everyone's hoping that the new Picard, they're digging Patrick Stewart's corpse up and they're sticking him in front of the camera.
Hey, I'm all
89. Hey, I'm Patrick Stewart. Let's engage. And all the fans will be like,
Hey,
Actually,
I'm on board.
Earl Grey hot. He's very spry for a 80-something-year-old man.
Yeah, he is.
I'm actually very.
It's because of all that Earl Grey tea.
Oh, yeah. Ted, you see the trailer for Picard
I did.
with the cameos?
Mm-hmm.
7 of 9.
Mm-hmm. Very excited about that one.
Talking like she's like from the streets now. She should be like
Very
Naomi Watts.
proper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she should be like, I will not comply. Now she's like, yo, Captain Picard, what's up? Yo, what's the shizzle? Like she swore at him. Did she
She
swear
was
at
by
him?
far my favorite character in Star Trek ever, though.
She's like, what the F have you been up to? I'm like, did they even have any kind of a relationship? No, they didn't.
Well,
So,
you know that somewhere in the universe
well,
they may have.
in the past, it's been.
I mean, she was part of the collective, so they probably share memories.
Oh yeah, when he was Locutus.
Yep.
That's the only connection I can think of.
Yep.
Unless they're just gonna like retroactively be like, oh yeah, they were like roommates after Star Trek stopped making movies in like
Right.
2004. We haven't had like a next gen movie in it's been a generation that came out like 25 years ago, dude. How crazy is that?
Really.
Yeah, something like that. It came out in the 90s. In the 90s, as hard as it is for people to believe, the 90s was like almost 30 years ago at this point.
Yeah. It's insane.
I keep seeing the memes of people like, every time I think of the 90s, I think it's always like
10
15,
years ago.
20
Yeah.
years, 10 years ago. It's not. It's 30. You're old. I'm old.
Yep.
Oh my god, did I tell you about my old man moment last night? I called you last night to tell you about it.
Oh, and then you didn't tell me about it?
I had a memory of when I was like a cool hip teen, and I had a skateboard, and my old man like trying to step on it, and like being all wobbly, like thinking he could. I want to see if I can skateboard. Like 40 something. Yeah, so I've had a hoverboard that I got for my kids, and I've had no problem riding it. Like it didn't take me long to get acclimated to it.
Yeah.
I wiped out last night.
Hard.
So hard, dude. I literally have like road rash. It looks like I got in a motorcycle accident. Like the whole side of I sprained or pulled something in this arm. So like this arm's all messed up. I can't lift
like
anything.
I'm sorry because I do I'm sorry you hurt and I feel your pain, but I have to laugh at that because it's awesome.
Yeah. It's very awesome that I wiped out. It's not, dude. I could have died.
No, you couldn't have.
So
Your body's not that fragile yet.
They paved the road in front of my apartment. I've been mad because I couldn't ride this hoverboard on the sidewalks because Manchester sidewalks, trees growing through them. No, it's just the trees.
Yeah.
And the roads are all like pothole. I'm selling a hard drive. This guy's like, new? I said, yes, in box. He said, unused? Yes, in box.
That's what new means. Hey, are we conducting business on the show or are we telling a story?
Yeah, I might have to walk away to go sell stuff on the marketplace. So yeah, it hurts my arm to do anything. Oh yeah, so they paved the road. So I'm like, last night I'm like, I want to ride this thing down to Rite Aid. And
that was a mistake.
I think this might be a spam bot because they're asking me dumb questions. What is the last price? What does that mean? I said I put it up for $40. That's what it is. So I try to go full speed down the road, and for some reason, like the thing becomes unbalanced, and it literally just like threw me off, and I went flying.
Damn.
And the thing's like 2 inches off the ground, and I did not gracefully land. It was not fun. And I pulled something, and my arm is all messed up. So it's good. So I was gonna post that online to sell because
you're done.
I'm mad at it. Yeah. So that was my old band moment, and I'm still like recovering.
Jesus.
Like I can't push myself up off the.
That's terrible.
Is $40 for a brand new 120 gigabyte solid state drive expensive?
No.
All right, that's what I thought. People trying to lowball me. That's why I go on eBay. Anyway, Rich. So
So Star Trek, very exciting.
meh.
7 of 9 Data. I'm
There's the creator Rick and Morty is making a cartoon Star Trek,
Woo.
but it's not going to be Rick and Morty.
You should focus on Rick and Morty and shut the fuck up.
You just blew our one rule.
Oh my god!
All right, we should just end the podcast. As soon as somebody swears, that's it. Show's over. Rich, what do you have to say for yourself?
I'm a horrible person.
Do we bleep it out, or do we like cut the whole chunk of conversation out?
I'll probably cut that whole part out.
All right.
Yeah, I think you should focus more on Rick and Morty because that's what he's good at and that's what the fans want.
Yeah, the photos I saw the characters look kind of Rick and Morty-ish, but
Yeah, I just don't like when actors, or not actors, but creators, producers, like try to do something else.
yeah, like Seth MacFarlane
And American Dad and
20 shows that are
Yeah.
just the same show.
Yeah, it's the same show.
Mm-hmm.
So
Orville's doing good. They've moved to streaming only. I've been reading a lot of
who is?
the Orville is
Oh
being moved.
yeah, they're switching it. Yeah,
Yeah, the streaming.
I saw that.
And then I'm reading about all the
I wonder if that's a sign that he got a better deal or a sign that
No,
ratings
that's what
suck.
anytime a channel gets a successful show, they immediately see dollar bills and they move it to streaming because they want everyone to subscribe. Everyone wants their this is the same thing Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo did. You know, oh, you want to play Gears of War? You need to get an Xbox. You want to play Mario? You need to get Nintendo. We're not going to let you play those on the other consoles.
Right.
So that's what the channels are doing now. They're like, oh, you want to watch Stranger Things? You need Netflix.
True.
On Orville, you got Joe to what I don't know if it's Hulu or whatever.
No, it's
It's
Fox.
and
oh
there's
yeah, it's Hulu. You're right.
it.
Right.
So just like they did with cable, they're saturating and fragmenting the market. Nobody's gonna pay. Like I don't even know if somebody's probably like sat down and done the math on what it costs to subscribe to like
Everything.
Hulu, Amazon, Netflix, ABC Go, like all that stuff.
It's ridiculous.
It's to it. So yeah, I was reading something about how like basically we lease our content. Nobody like buys anything anymore,
Yeah.
and we're like people will go and like subscribe to ABC just to watch Star Trek and then cancel at the end of that.
Yeah.
And they don't care that we do that. They're like, we got your money.
Yep.
Even if you did it for like a week and you'll be back next season when we post
Oh,
the
well,
shit.
you got to think. I mean, in comparison to what they get from the cable company, it's like they're rolling in it because they get like pennies in royalties.
Back, and you know what sucks is back in the day, like 10 years ago, Netflix had everything.
Yeah.
And Hulu was like a second best. And then Amazon came out. And then ABC decided to come out. And what they do is they pull their content
From the other ones.
who does The Office? They're talking about pulling that from Netflix now.
Yeah.
That's
Next year, it's coming off.
Who's that? Who does?
Fox. No, NBC.
NBC. NBC is going to do a new streaming service. So they, I mean, if you pay $10 a pop for all these, you're going to end up paying more
More
than
than
you
cable.
did. Yeah, but they're
Plus, you
banking
got
on
to pay for your internet. So.
right. Ugh, it's so stupid. They're going to ruin it, and then like no one.
They already have.
Netflix doesn't have anything to watch anymore except Netflix only content.
Right.
Everything else that belonged to any specific company watch the stream on their own thing because that's where the bucks are.
Right. The
It's ridiculous.
the
Game companies are doing that.
torrenting has gone through the roof again.
Oh, yeah, I know. There's a funny meme about some guy like I found like I just got Netflix. I forgot what he's doing. He was talking about like I got Netflix and it's totally worth it. He's putting his pirate hat away, and then like the next frame, it's like there's like 20 different companies, like Netflix, Hulu, ABC. He's like, "Hello, old friend." He's pulling his pirate because it's seriously like that. Like I literally stopped. I was a big pirater, and I stopped.
Because
And
of Netflix
it's also about yeah. Not a. I have Netflix and Hulu. That's it. Anything else, like I'll torrent. Like I'm not
people
gonna.
want two things. They want value and they want convenience. And the cable companies were legitimately ripping off consumers, and they still are.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to do whatever they can. They corner the market. We have no other competition. I mean, you can get satellite for television, but it costs the same amount, and they're ripping us off.
Yeah.
And they can't help it because they have to pay the networks, and if they don't pay them what they want, then they lose their channels. I mean, you've seen these, like the Viacom disputes where they're like, sorry, you pay us what we want, or you're getting all the Viacom channels taken off of your cable service.
Right. Packages.
Yeah, like, I mean, we didn't have...
I was on Hulu, and they're talking about packages already.
Yeah.
Like I'm like,
well, they have TV service
I'm like,
now.
I'm looking for a show, and they're like, oh yeah, here's all Adult Swim content. I'm like, sweet. So I go to click on it. It's like, oh, you need to add the Adult Swim package to your Hulu.
Yeah. Well, they have Hulu Live.
Oh my god, I've already swear. I get heated. I swear. So I probably already swore as well, Rich.
Well, we need to work on it.
This is impossible.
Hulu Live. They have YouTube TV. There are live TV services where you can watch live television.
Yeah. I don't care about that.
Well, they're trying to compete with cable so they can get cable service as well, so they can get rid of all the people that have cable.
Mm-hmm.
So they can have all of the market.
Everybody wants all of the market. Yeah. Oh, they said all of our Star Trek content's back within the Paramount family again.
Oh yeah?
I don't know if we talked about that. That's why Star Trek got bad.
No, I don't think we did.
Well, Star Trek used to be owned by, I don't think it was Viacom back in the day. Paramount. Every time you go see a Star Trek movie, it's the Paramount logo. And I gotta go. Somebody's here to buy something.
Let me stop the recording real quick. Hang on. And we're live.
Do you remember when we had to record our audio separately?
Yeah, that was pretty shitty.
Mix it. That did give us the best quality, though.
You think?
Yeah, there's too much work, though.
Way too much.
So yeah, I had this iPad. I told you it was an iPad 2.
Yeah.
I sold it for $50. They want to get it for an 8-year-old. I'm like, yeah, they'll definitely run like Candy Crush and crap.
Yeah.
For $50. So I literally forgot to factory reset it. I wanted it to like work. I wanted them if they wanted to screw around with it first before they decided to buy it. I'm like, so I didn't reset it because then it just goes to the welcome to your iPad. And I went to reset it, and it's like, are you sure you want to reset it? Enter your PIN. It's like, are you sure you want to reset it? I'm like, yes. And then it was like, please enter your iTunes password to erase this account from this device. And I'm like, I wasn't within my Wi-Fi of my house, so I had to walk back and hold it up like this under towards my apartment. And it still took 10 minutes. That's what took me so long. But all right, got rid of that. That is so nice. Have you used Facebook Marketplace?
Yes.
It works. I would say it works way better than Craigslist.
Yeah.
Almost.
Honestly, I haven't used Craigslist in years.
I know Craigslist is kind of like No good anymore. I've used it a few times, and it's usually like just spam and stuff now.
Pretty much.
Good time.
It's almost like once they got rid of all the casual encounters, nobody cared anymore.
MF for MFF. Yeah. Misconnections was always cute to read.
Yeah, all the people that like.
I met you at a bar one night. I was too stupid to ask for your number. Like, saw you at Walmart. You don't know who I am, but I'm hoping that you just read this random thing.
Yeah. Dumbasses.
It's cute. Are we allowed to say ASS, Rich?
I don't think so. So I just broke my rule again.
I'm not even sure if you've not been like paying attention to me. I feel like I have. I'm sure I have, especially when I was ranting earlier about paid services. Oh, I get so much. So not only the Netflix and all that, but video game services are doing that. Also,
the only thing that makes me mad about that, honestly, isn't so much the service. It's the fact that
if they'd stop
the nostalgia factor. Like, we already can't go back and play some of the games that we played as teenagers or young adults.
Oh, right, because of this. Well, usually if they like good old games.
Yeah, I love them.
They usually will somehow edit the code so you can still use the game if it was like an online only game.
Yeah, but there's games like on the Wii that they've shut down servers on and stuff.
Oh no, I know. I mean, yeah, those you won't ever get back.
Yeah.
Like I have old DS games that like I'm like, how hard is it just to leave? Or even like Xbox did for like Call of Duty, like the server was built into the game. It would pick whatever player wanted to multiplayer that had the best ping to host the game on their Xbox. And everyone would join, literally be logging onto it.
They don't make money on that.
I know. Stupid.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, so anyway, all the game companies are doing the same thing with Netflix. Like EA's like talking about pulling all their games off of Steam because they have their own Origin thing now. And I have some games on Steam and some on Origin. I have both of them. It'd be nice to have them all in the same spot.
It would.
And a lot of these apps give you the ability to add a non-Steam game or like a non-Origin game.
Yeah.
But they don't bother to like grab the album art.
No, because they forget about the other side of the puzzle, which is
you get this crappy little icon for your like other game. It doesn't look nice, and it drives me nuts. I was big on like the album art back in the old iTunes days. I needed all my album art because I like to use cover flow. I wanted to see all the covers.
Right.
Anyway, so so gaming stuff's doing the same thing. Everyone wants to be their own provider. Steam, Origin, Arc.
Well, you know what's going to happen.
A lot of times you want to get one game, and you got to download this stupid app for your computer just to install one game.
And you know what's going to happen?
What?
People are going to start hacking games again, and they're going to start torrenting them.
Hmm?
Just like they do with movies.
How many times we need to teach you this lesson, old man? Yeah, things suck.
Companies don't learn. They never will.
They go, ooh, money!
Yep. They find another way to make money.
Money!
They go after it, and then they get mad at us for trying to find a way to find value and ease of use.
Mm-hmm.
That's all consumers want. Value and ease of use. So anyway, on to another topic.
I want to slow things down.
Wow.
Talk about EMF radiation-proof underwear.
Oh, I was going to talk about how I lost 45 pounds since our last episode.
Oh. That's not good. That doesn't bode well for the title of our show, Rich. We can't be Jay and the Fat Man if you're not the Fat Man.
We can be Rich and the Fat Man. We'll just switch roles.
Oh, word. It's like that. I will go anorexic on you, bro.
Well,
So
that's
what do you
bulimic.
what
If you throw up, you're bulimic. If
what
you don't eat, you are anorexic.
whatever.
Anyway,
So, Rich, how much weight have you lost,
about 45 pounds
and
as of
how have you
today.
done it?
Well, initially it was just, eating
Lap
better,
band,
lowering my
caloric intake,
my food intake, and trying to do a little better about what I eat.
not drinking.
And I also stopped drinking, which not doing the podcast did help because drunk tech support didn't
Right, it was
really
one
go
of the
well.
many reasons why we changed the name. However, I am not in that same boat. But if I were to stop drinking, I would probably drop back down to like 160.
Yeah, probably.
It'd be like skinny's a real
Um,
day. We don't want that. Nobody wants that.
I am very, very close to being in the 200 range again, which is nice.
I thought you were. You said 240.
No, no.
You lost 45. Oh, you're still over 300.
Yeah,
Oh,
barely, barely,
all right.
barely.
Down in the 200s, bro. That's where I am.
That's awesome.
I'm still like 220.
Anyway, I'm very excited about it, and then I got to like a point where I just couldn't get past this one point, no matter how much I tried. So I went and saw my doctor, and she put me on this like really strict diet.
Yeah, and
And
you were taking like stimulant at one point to lose
that
weight,
that was
and that
like,
didn't seem to work as well.
yeah, that was a couple years ago, and
Yeah,
nothing seemed to work. Like it was what I was eating was the problem. Because I love to eat, and I
'cause you're a
overate.
fat Italian man.
Yeah, I ate lots of
No more,
carbs.
no more cannolis, no more pasta, no more bread rolls. Ugh.
But see, that's the
Dude,
good thing is with my diet, I can
your
eat
entire diet is carbohydrates.
I can eat what I want now, but I just
Yeah,
have to watch how much of it and when.
yeah.
I can't snack anymore. I have to eat a lot of fresh vegetables and fruits, and
You know the fat.
basically, you're only allowed to shop the outside of the grocery store.
Mhm.
Like,
Oh, the outer rims. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because
because
anything
everything preservatives.
processed foods is the issue. So
Yeah, dude, I need to start. I need to start eating vegetables. Like I don't. Ever since, uh, I lost my family. Kai passed away. The kids are living with a sister-in-law. I don't have a family to cook for anymore.
yeah.
So you should see my Domino's pizza app. It's so sad. I I am like bankrolling this one Domino's like down the street from my house. It's just like chicken wings, pizza, but I'm like, that's meat, that's tomatoes, that's cheese, that's
Doesn't work that
great.
way though.
No, I could have sworn I remember somebody saying pizza was healthy.
They did say recently that it is healthier than cereal because cereal has become so
Really?
bad.
I just bought a whole bunch of Special K. That's like my new thing.
Yeah,
Is like
actually,
cereal.
I was eating Special K every single morning because I thought it was good to eat in the morning. And when I started my new diet with my doctor, she told me it was actually not because
Uh,
of all the sugar in the milk and um, the sugar in the cereal and the carbs in the cereal. Like, there's a lot of reasons not to eat cereal. So she told me to stop eating that and start eating like eggs and fruit in the morning. And I was like, okay. So I've been eating 4 eggs every morning.
really?
Like, I make a 4 egg omelet with like peppers and mushrooms and stuff like that in it. And I eat that every morning now. And
Hey,
it's 4 eggs, so I'm like always full. And it keeps me hungry until lunchtime. So,
really?
yeah.
See, my issue is not a matter of the amount of food I intake; it's the amount of exercise I do in a
You
day.
know,
And
actually,
my
funny
new
story.
yeah,
Exercise can actually hurt weight loss.
really, that sounds like something a fat person would say. So
No, 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 no. My doctor and one of the podcasts I listened to recently told me that when you're trying to lose weight, You do not want to exercise until you're much farther into your weight loss, because if you exercise before you have trained your body to start burning fat,
Yeah.
you're just making yourself hungrier,
Oh, that's stupid.
and then you eat more, and you end up being counterproductive, and your body's
No.
just burning sugar and not fat.
Yeah. No.
Yes.
I think if you can find a job where you're on your feet 8 hours a day, not sitting at a desk, the weight just melts off.
Yep.
I was literally, would you listen to me? Back in 2007, before I got into like tech stuff, I was working at Wendy's as assistant manager, and that job is literally running around on your feet 24/7. And I was eating like, those Wendy's like triple stack Baconator burgers and shit, like nuggets and fries all day. Like I just eat the whole time I work. I was down to a medium shirt, dude. I wear like an XL right now, and I went from being super fat to skinny. It's about
But
burning
didn't you walk to work too?
Yeah, but it was only a few blocks. Whatever, dude. That's what I'm saying. Is walking is the key.
Yes, walking is the best thing to do, but when you're first starting the diet, you should not exercise.
If you first start a diet, don't exercise. So Rich says diet, don't exercise. I got you, Rich. That makes perfect sense.
Fuck you.
Dude!
I'm gonna cut that whole part out.
Oh my goodness.
I
I think bleeping it out would be more fun.
I don't think so, because I don't think we should be giving medical advice on this podcast anyway.
Yeah, for you and me, no,
definitely not.
I mean, sound though, diet and exercise.
Yeah.
Do it.
So Elon Musk wants to nuke Mars again.
Oh, we can't do F the moon anymore, Rich.
Oh.
F the moon. I can say F. F the moon.
No.
F Mars. We're gonna bomb Mars. That was my next plan.
He doesn't want to bomb it. He wants to nuke it.
Nuke it. Nuke the Mars. That doesn't sound as cool.
He actually wants to trigger global warming, basically.
What is? Right. They said the nukes will release carbon dioxide that's trapped in the soil
Which
and
is
the ice.
Exactly what global warming is.
And some scientist was like, I don't know if this was. I'm not a scientist, so I didn't check the facts. But the people that are like, he's dumb, were like, right now the carbon dioxide is like 0.6% of Earth's on Mars. If we were to nuke Mars and do what he says, that would only bring it up to 7%. I'm like, dude, just let him nuke Mars. That'll be like a huge publicity thing. Yeah. And everyone would watch it on TV. Right?
Yep.
I'd watch that. I'd buy the t-shirt.
Everybody would.
People don't think that far ahead.
No, they don't.
Nuke the polar ice caps, get all that ice melted into like radioactive water.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. It's not like we're going there anytime soon.
Right. No, we're not going there in 2025 or anything.
Supposedly. How long did it take us to get the stupid... Oh, man. Was it in like the 90s that they... Curiosity and the other one?
Yeah.
It was like the 90s. And nothing's really come of that. Some high-def pictures.
Dude.
Blah, blah, blah. They were there for like 30 years, dude. Because that was in the 90s.
Those such gorgeous pictures, though. I love the pictures we've gotten. That's one thing that's always captivated me was outer space. Like,
oh, dude, I'm big sci-fi outer space buff. Like, I'm always on the. I used to like make my family like go out. Like, let's go out a lot. We're gonna see the space station pass overhead. It's like a little tiny dot.
Yeah.
It just shoots across the sky. I'm like, no, it's the space station.
I have a if this then that app that tells me when the space station's flying overhead, so I can run outside and see it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I had like the IIS tracking app
Yeah.
that showed his like position at all times, which is really cool. We're talking about going back to the moon. We're going to the moon again to set
Yeah.
up a permanent base
Yeah.
so we can F the moon. Better not cut any of the F's out. F's are okay, Rich.
I don't know if we're gonna. I don't know why we're going there. Like,
We should have been there all along. I was watching the which Apollo 11 was that the one that landed on the moon? That landed on the moon. Yeah, 11 landed on the moon, and then 13's the disaster. I watched this documentary about Apollo 11 and like everything, you know, Neil Armstrong and the other guys.
Neil Armstrong and the
Buzz,
other guys, Buzz
Buzz
Aldrin.
Yeah, Buzz Aldrin.
I forget
The other guy. Yeah, the
I
other
always
guy.
forget the guy that's in the.
The guy that got to stay in the spaceship.
Yeah.
And then
Wasn't it like Glenn something or
he's
Alan?
he's like kicking rocks. He's like, "You guys stink. I want to go to the moon." But there was a bunch. I think it was on Netflix. There was a bunch of like unreleased footage and audio. So I watched like the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, like, listen to him. So I did because the only thing I know about the Apollo 11 was the one small step for man, and
Really?
yeah, I didn't. I wasn't there when it happened, and there's not really been other than Apollo 13. There's not been a really. Oh, and those NASA. What was those shooting for the moon? Remember the documentaries they were talking about the ladies that like were weaving the code?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I watched that, but
Yeah,
like
that was fucking.
nothing.
I mean, that was.
Never seen a doc.
Cool.
Wow, Rich,
Sorry.
you're like that's like 5 for you so
I'm
far.
sorry, it's so hard.
I know.
Yeah,
you
that was cool.
Yeah, so there was an Apollo 11, which I don't understand why there wasn't one all along. That takes you through the launch.
Well, because
the
tragedy is what really makes money.
Right.
So,
right. Right. Anyway, it's cool, and
our world is really terrible.
Okay, so you're gonna swear again.
No. Just gonna dog on our terrible country.
The world's a terrible place, Rich.
It really is.
You need to find your own solace, quantum of solace, in the world. I don't have any of that. You got magic. You got people coming over to your house. You're like, I'm like, straight edge.
Well,
like,
I'll tell you.
like,
I'll tell you a little bit about that after I get off of
I
the
like-
recording.
I'm like, I'm miserable. I have a good job, but I guess at home because my apartment complex has bed bugs, and I've been out of work for like a month and a half, and my life sucks.
Let's have this discussion after the pod.
No, you don't want to talk about this on the podcast?
No.
Okay, fine.
So, so you heard of all the news about all the different assistants, voice assistants, how all the companies are listening to them? Apple, Google,
Yeah.
Amazon. Well, originally when the report came out, it was
Check
literally
out
it was literally just Amazon that everybody made a hubbub about.
Alexa.
But then recently it came out that in that same article,
Dude, everyone's doing it.
well, in that same article, it said everybody was doing it.
Yeah, quality control,
But
man.
nobody read the whole article, apparently. So,
Anyone that has back-end access to your data can see your stuff.
and that's,
If I have a-
that is the downfall of cloud computing.
It's
from the
not.
get-go.
Okay, it's not cloud.
It's cloud.
No, it's not a cloud. It's a computer somewhere. Somebody else's
Right,
server.
exactly.
The cloud is the friendly way they make you see. Oh, it's up in the clouds where no one can touch it.
Right.
No, it's on a server where people are like.
It's on
on
a
it.
server where creepy people with
Right.
bad hygiene and low morals get to work on them. And
Right. Dude, I used to do SQL database maintenance. Other than the passwords being hashed, so I can't like see what they are. like I can see everyone's data, depending on what it was used for. Like anyone can go on a server and see your shit unless it's like something that's like, that's why like credit card did you see the thing? No, nobody liked. I posted a thing about the what's the company that does credit card does your credit scoring? Equifax. They got hacked.
Yes.
And there was a dump.
The $125 settlement.
Yeah. I signed up for that.
Me too.
And I'm just waiting. It's not like
most people should sign up for it because most Americans
do free.
Well,
look, free credit reporting for.
Well, that's the thing. You have the option of one or the other: the credit reporting or the $125. But here's the thing:
I know my credit sucks, so I'll just take the $125.
Well, forget about you. But here's the thing: most Americans are already involved in some other breach that is giving them free credit reporting.
Yeah.
So take the 125 and run.
Run, biznatch. Can I say that?
I'm the Fat Man.
I'm the guy that puts up with the Fat Man. Are we gonna have an outro? There's not gonna be no F yourself America or
no,
anything?
we're not gonna do that in this show. But we'll say.
Are we gonna have an outro though?
See you next time.